Hello everyone, this is J Empire Queen, and today we're going to talk about the conclusion. There's gonna be spoilers here of the Life is Strange series in Life is Strange Reunion. Now, I really like how, in my ending at least, Max and Chloe, the Chloe who lived through the storm, ended up together. There's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of joy that they have, but when it comes to the choice that Moses presents Chloe, it's not so great.
But so much remains a mystery. If she goes back again, does she risk another storm? There is one more thing. What happens to this timeline when Max leaves it? What happens to you? I wish I could tell you. Chloe, I'm sorry to put this burden on you, but I know whatever you choose will be right for Max, whether she knows it or not. Your friend, Moses.
Thanks, Moses. Fuck. Of course, I trust Max more than anyone in the world. But maybe loving her means protecting her, even from herself? Or am I just saying that because I can't imagine losing her again?
This was a hard choice to make as Chloe. Do I let Max know that there's a photo and that she can go back in time and try again? And do I miss out on the experiences we have and potentially lose her in this timeline? Or do I lie to Max, get rid of the photo, and live with that lie for the rest of their lives? And potentially she could find out if Moses ever lets it slip, or if she's somehow able to use her rewind powers, on accident. Maybe she'll go back and realize that was done. There's a lot of risks with both sides. But because I believe that Chloe would not want to lie to Max, I chose to give her the photo. And this resulted in, let's just say, misery for Chloe. You get this cutscene where Max and Chloe, they're rocking out, but then you see Max holding the photograph, and you get another picture of Chloe curled up on the bed as if she's been crying, and it's awful. It's like, this is exactly the opposite of what I thought Max would do. I thought maybe I'd give her this and she'd say, "You're enough." She'd say it and she'd mean it, because she says something like that, but she goes back and she's holding the picture and she leaves Chloe alone. Now, I get she wants to save those she lost in the fire. There's guilt she has, and she feels like she has to be able to go back and at least try to save them, but that obligation is going to lose her the happy ending that she deserves with Chloe. And does Chloe have to continually suffer because of Max? Maybe I should have went with Sophie, who said let's both run away together, and Chloe and Sophie could have dealt with the damage on their own, because apparently Max wasn't valuing Chloe herself enough to let go of the past and accept this as her present and as her future timeline.
Said I should decide what to do. Give it to you, or destroy it.
Oh, I see.
I know what this photo means. It's not just a chance to try again. It's an obligation. I can't be mad about it. It's what I love you for.
Chloe.
Just promise me you'll always find me. Maybe not me, but some version of me. promise me she gets to be with you if I don't?
Despite the fact that I wasn't happy with Max's decision when given that photo, I do think it is, of course, a possibility that Max would do that, because Max always takes on this sense of responsibility, having to save those she can, because she loves the people, but also because she's the only one who can. But in fact, there comes a time when you can't take on the responsibilities of the world. You have to make a choice to just live your life. I think if any of the friends understand that mentality, it's Moses, because after the shock of the fire, he says as much.
I'm happy to share that secret podium. We did what we could with the time we had. I can live with that.
So, fire still happened, no matter what we did. Was it inevitable?
It appears so. I guess time really does have a sense of irony.
So I'm trapped. If something terrible happens, I can't undo it.
Not trapped. Free. If something terrible happens, you do the best you can, like the rest of us.
Max is always asking, what could I do better, or how can I save everyone? When the real question she should be asking is, how can I live the best life I have right now? Sophie is bitter, angry, and confused. She has a lot of reason to be. First off, she's really not supposed to be alive, but she is because of Max's interference. Her life was already thrown into chaos because of the actions of her mother and the lies surrounding the school and the loss of her own best friend in the past. Then she has to deal with Max choosing to play out the events of her own life, and as she deals with the trauma of shooting her own mother, she also really respects and cares for Max, but feels as if she is secondary when compared to Chloe. There's really no place for Sophie at the academy, with her mother, or outside of the academy. She actually cannot leave without disappearing if she's too far away from Max. There's a reference to that in the game if you pay attention. So while Max and Chloe will always have a place in my heart throughout the years of playing these games, I do feel like Max became a little bit predictable in the last two games. The good thing about Life is Strange Reunion and all of the games with Max and Chloe is you can go back and rewind and make different decisions based on what feels right to you. I probably will go back for another playthrough. I don't know if I will continue the romance with Chloe or if I'll end up just friend zoning her for her own sake. We'll see what happens. Or if I'll just decide not to give her the picture, but that could have bad consequences too. So there's a lot of replayability, and you can always come back to it when you're ready. I was a little bummed at the beginning of this game because I was expecting Sophie to come back with a league of super powered humans, but they kind of cut that out of the story with the excuse that she can't be too far away from Max without blipping out of existence. I think if they had went with that she had a whole bunch of other people with powers, it would have been interesting to see where that would have led, if others would have been able to save the school, or if others with powers had caused it. What would be the reasoning? Would this be like Xavier's school for mutants? Okay, would we have an academy like that? I think that would have been nice to have that explored, especially as it was set up for in Life is Strange Double Exposure. At one point in the story, Max can call Sophie selfish for wanting to leave with her and just leave the fire and everything behind, just go with her and Chloe and Moses and get out. But I really think that the one who's selfish is Max, because she's always putting her feelings first above what actually I think should happen. She's already started all these different timelines because she has chosen to stop death. And this death was going to happen. It was going to happen without her interference. And I think because of that, the damage was done. And I think Moses kind of understood that, but he also understood he didn't want to die. He didn't want the people he cared about to die. So it's worth the risk. But at one point or another, Max just needs to stop because she could be making things so much worse. And in my ending, you see the consequences of her choosing to go back is Chloe is suffering alone. And for someone who supposedly loved Chloe so much, apparently not enough to stay. I do think this is a great game. I think it was a great conclusion to the series, despite how my ending was. I think there's a lot of good in it, and I think it kind of redeemed Life is Strange Double Exposure, which to me wasn't as strong of a game. What do you think of the ending you got in Life is Strange Reunion? Or if you haven't played, do you think you'll start playing now? Please be sure to comment. I'd love to read them and respond. So like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day.